Welcome to the Deep Dive, part of the All-In on Tech discussions from Smart-EDU Hub.
It's great to be here.
This is our third Deep Dive, and the title really says it all. AI wins Nobel Prize in chemistry. We're going to explore how artificial intelligence completely revolutionized protein science.
It's a fascinating story.
Okay, so let's jump right in. The 2024 Nobel Prize in chemistry went to three people: David Baker, Demis Hassabis, and John Jumper.
That's right. And what's so interesting, and something that Catalin Rabi's article really highlights, is that this isn't about traditional chemistry with test tubes and beakers.
Not at all. It feels more like it's the story of how an AI assistant finally solved one of the biggest mysteries in biology: how proteins work.
Exactly. By figuring out their shape, their structure, we suddenly open up all these new ways to understand life and, of course, to treat diseases.
So let's talk about that central mystery. It was called the Grand Challenge in biochemistry, right?
Protein folding problem, yeah. It was first formulated by Christian Anfinsen way back in 1972.
And the core difficulty was what, exactly?
Well, proteins are made of these long chains of amino acids. But to do anything useful in your body, that chain has to fold into one very, very specific 3D shape.
And if you don't know the shape,
you have no idea what the protein actually does. Its function is completely defined by its form.
Right. And this is where Levinthal's paradox comes in. From 1969, it puts a number on just how impossible this problem was.
An almost unimaginable number. He estimated there are about 10 to the power of 300 possible ways a protein could fold.
10 to the 300. I mean, just to give you some perspective, that's a number that it's vastly larger than the number of atoms in the entire universe.
It is. So trying to find the one correct fold by chance. It's not like a needle in a haystack. It's like finding one specific atom somewhere in the cosmos.
It sounds like a problem that was basically waiting for a superintelligence to come along and solve it.
And that's pretty much what happened. The solution came from deep learning algorithms. But what's really cool is that the prize recognized two different sort of parallel approaches.
Okay, so let's break those down. On one hand, you have David Baker. His work was about, what, designing new proteins?
Exactly. He used deep learning to design completely new proteins that don't exist in nature and then predict how they'd fold. This opens the door to things like new nanomaterials or biological sensors.
And on the other side, you've got the team from DeepMind, Hassabis, and Jumper.
Right. Their AI assistant, AlphaFold, focused on the original grand challenge. Take any existing protein's amino acid sequence and just predict its final correct 3D shape.
And the big test for this was that annual competition, CASP. What happened there?
Well, CASP is the Olympics of protein folding prediction. And in 2020, AlphaFold just planed. It blew everyone away. It achieved an accuracy of around 90%.
90%? I mean, that's not just an improvement.
No, it was unheard of. It was the signal that a problem scientists have been stuck on for 50 years, was now computationally solved.
So let's put that into context. The old way versus the new way. I was reading that back in 1962, Max Perret spent 33 years figuring out the structure of just one molecule, hemoglobin.
33 years for one molecule. Think about that. Today, because of AlphaFold, we've increased the number of known protein structures 1,000-fold.
1,000-fold?
Yes. We're at about 200 million known structures now in just 4 years. Professor Johan Akres called it a revolution in structural biochemistry. And he's not exaggerating.
And it's not just the speed, it's the access. This information is all public, isn't it?
It is. It's in the DeepMind database. So a researcher anywhere in the world can now get a very good idea of a protein's structure almost instantly. No more decades-long experiments.
Nature magazine basically said these computational assistants are solving problems we've been stuck on for half a century.
That's the key takeaway.
It really makes you think about the bigger picture. Demis Hassabis has said his ambition is to solve intelligence, and then use that to solve everything else.
From climate change to, well, games.
Thank you for joining us for this deep dive. It really leaves you with a final thought, doesn't it? If an AI assistant can crack the code of life in just a few years, what impossible problem in your field is maybe just a few algorithms away from a solution?
A powerful question.
We've put a link to the article we discussed in the description below. If you enjoyed this conversation, please do like and subscribe to the Smart-EDU Hub channel. That way, you'll be the first to get our new deep dives. Thanks for listening.